Welcome to our week of Webisodes. This is the spring week of Webisodes, and it's that because it ties with a brand new catalog. There are 396 new items in the catalog, and we're going to start showcasing some of them for you.
And we're starting it out with Sparkle and Shine, and that's the name of the collection too. Papers, die cuts, and some new things.
Right, lots of goodies and lots of fun techniques. Come play with us. And here is the Sparkle and Shine collection.
So beautiful.
And as you can see, we have papers.
Right.
We have die cuts. First time for that to go with our 12 by 12 papers.
Okay, we've got beautiful ribbons that match that. I love that glitter.
And we've got soft pink flowers.
Yeah.
And again, brand new, we have enamel dots. And the enamel dots, as you can see, there is a glitter strip. There are 60 on this sheet.
They're self-adhesive.
Oh, good idea to mention that.
Yeah.
And they're going to coordinate perfectly with the papers. So let's get into the papers,
All
okay?
right.
Because that's the beginning of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And they are 12 by 12. They are double-sided. The packaging is going to give you ideas because that's just who we are and what we like to provide for you. And the papers, I do have a product video that's going to show you each of the papers. I'll briefly do them right here, but you can see this is the beginning and kind of sets the tone for the whole set.
Sure.
We've got marble back here, we've got floral. Interesting diamonds and triangles, which is a really fun combination with the floral.
Right. I love the geometrics mixed in with the florals. It's very unique.
Pretty gorgeous. So, and you know what I love to do is to play with
Look at
this.
that. Tower of flowers.
Yeah, it is a tower of flowers, isn't it? Now, they don't line up perfectly, but I think the look is really nice.
No, it still works.
And you can do that too. Ooh, isn't that pretty?
Cascading flowers.
Very good. Well, you're onto it. So those are some things you can do with it, and I think it's fun to just kind of pay attention to that, not always do, have it oriented one way.
But there's so much more than just this, and with that dark black. Wait till you see the other colors that go with it. So
here is a tiny print with those beautiful diamonds and all the different patterns that are in here. And then we've got a micro dot. And as we back up just a little bit, I just want you to see there's kind of that marbling behind it. So multiple layers go into every single sheet. We have a flourish, and this is, as you can see, black on a light purple. So fun to have purple in a collection. And kind of a gold glitter. So that's
definitely
kind of the
a
shine.
gold glitter.
And then we have another bordered print. And just to, play with this a little bit, you could certainly do this. You can have them as bookends, like so. You can play with them lots of ways.
You can cut them apart and use them for cards, and you still got all of these great looks there.
And then as we flip it over, you're going to see
I love that one.
Right, that light marble and a larger floral. And I think the geometrics are just really a surprise, and they just work beautifully with the floral. A black marble, which is very easy to use, another border with that glitter, and then a green marble. I'll show you some pages with that. And then a darker pink with kind of light diamonds on it. So absolutely gorgeous.
Super gorgeous and really unique. I mean, that's just really beautiful.
Now the die cuts, there are 30-some die cuts here, and they're just going to match perfectly, 35 of them. And there are some inner ones as well as the outer, so you can see on this.
So you can pop them out separately, is what you mean there.
Absolutely.
So you can actually use those to frame photos or frame stamping.
Or messages, right.
You can stamp right directly on there as well.
Yeah, just use the StazOn because it is got a little finish
glossy,
on it. Okay, so we have those. You saw the enamel dots. You saw the 9 flowers, right?
So let's look at
and the ribbons.
The ribbons. Do we want to look at the ribbons?
Over on your side of the table.
Beautiful. We've got these great crepes, so pink and lilac crepes. You've got greens to match that green paper, that grid ribbon. I love the dotted edged, and I really love that glitter ribbon that doesn't come off. So that's going to match perfectly.
12 of them. They're each 36 inches long.
Hey,
and
there's
they're all,
this one too, which is kind of
This
shiny.
is a
I really
new
like
one,
that
actually.
Yeah. I haven't seen that in our ribbon set.
Very, very
super pretty.
Okay, let's get to projects.
Okay.
So we're going to go first to this card. And as you can see, Susan did this. She decided to add a 6-inch doily. Now the card is 5 inches wide, but it's perfectly fine to do that. Just trim off the excess.
Yeah.
And then layering those die cuts.
Layering the die cuts, and she did add that Dazzle's greeting on the center, but it's so pretty.
I forgot something.
What did you forget?
I forgot the embellishments.
That's all right. Show it now,
my
because here
goodness.
they are. That's all right. Look at that great embellishment bottle.
And these are curated especially to match our paper. So you can see that it's got the purples, the pinks, and in buttons, in sequins, and
those were the little beads
and the little beads and the pearls. They're all in there, and they match perfectly. And here is one way you can use them.
Because any button that goes onto a project in front of Paulette has to be laced. Those are laced with paper.
Right, slivers of paper just will do that, and she's right, because I really like them finished. But how pretty that is. So just squeeze out a puddle of craft glue and dip your sequins in and place them, and it will be perfect.
Hey, you know what? Here's another tip. I'll take my my glue bottle with a little tip, and I'll just make little glue dots, and then I just place
the specialist
them on
acrylic
there,
glue.
Just like that. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. There's the ribbon you were talking about, and then some of the flowers. So really, really pretty. Now she did use some dazzles here.
I think so. I think those are the inside-outside greetings dazzles.
I think you're right. Now here is another one, and really playing off the papers and the colors of them.
Just those pinks, the little dots and the marble-looking pinks, which I just thought were absolutely beautiful. And I used the Design Toolkit number 11, or the decorative card flap, so you can choose which edges you want, just place them on those papers and cut them to suit. But it also comes, I need to find it here, with this little butterfly shape, so you can trace and cut out the butterflies
Perfect, perfect. And then used on the black suede. Really
more
lovely.
of our great greetings dazzles, or probably our long greetings.
Yes, beautiful. Okay, scrapbookers, I've got several pages for you.
Lots of pages.
Here is our first.
Spectacular.
And we'll get our die cut scooted over.
And it's got that beautiful white doily background.
This is an 8-inch doily. Again, it's kind of a supersized mat, but it's offset from, it's not positioned exactly behind.
It creates so much more interest when you offset, when you don't put everything right in the center.
It absolutely does, and that's a great example. And again, layering your die cuts, really pretty. And you can computer journal on them.
Sure.
And if you're not sure how to computer journal, go to paperwishes.com, go homepage, go down to the bottom, and look at Card Making or Scrapbooking 101.
And it will show you exactly how to do that. It will guide you step by step through that. So that's been done on both of those. When you're layering, you can just glue them in place if you want it nice and flat, or you can add a little foam tape to add a little bit of interest there. That's nice.
It's just beautiful. And we'll get in tight for a second, because I just want to, thank you, John. Yeah, that's tight. And just how lovely that collection is.
The ribbons are from the ribbon collection too. There's that little pink and black sort of gingham ribbon, and the glimmer ribbon I see on the edges.
And just giving you a close-up, and we've added some of the enamel dots are in there, mixing with the embellishments. So very pretty.
It's just a gorgeous layout, and it's just, the papers just really help it pop. Beautiful.
Now, that is a family, happens to be 3 ages of women. Here is a wedding. And I think that's really interesting.
It is a very unique layout. I love the die cuts up here, and then sort of wrapping your paper with some of just strips of that gold glitter paper, which is a really good idea. It's just sort of helping it to pop just a little bit. And then overlapping your photos just like so.
Now here is another, and this is taking more of the papers, and in this case adding the foiled fancy butterflies, but just again showing some options. Now we've seen a lot of pink, a lot of purple, a lot of floral.
Okay.
If you have males that you want to do pages for, you can use it with
otherwise known as men.
Otherwise known as men, yes, or boys. And Gail has done this layout, and I think it is stunning. And so she used that green marble, remember? And she used the the gold-looking paper.
So when you're looking at a paper pack and it's got all of these different papers, lots of pinks and pinks, and there's one that's green. And I just totally isolated the green and the gold and went to town with that.
Right. And I love the strips of paper. And this is, and again, she used some foil fancies with it, but you can see how beautiful. And this is the companion page. So she really focused lower left and upper right on the companion page. So,
Right.
and I do want to tell you that these appeared first in our Premier Scrapbooking Monthly Club, because those members get the papers first, and they get 8 layouts, and this
Right.
happens to be one of the sets.
And some of the things that they did get was they got pearls with that. So you can use something like this. I think it's technically about the same thing. It is the Le Creme pearls. And, but these are white, and I changed them, and there's a real simple way to do that. So if you take some of these pearls and you take your StazOn opaque cotton white ink, and I've got a little cosmetic sponge here. So I've got one of the pearls. I place it on plastic. You can use a sheet protector or a craft sheet or whatever you like. Open this up, and I'm just going to take that sponge and get some of the ink on there. Make sure that's inking. One side is a little inkier than the other. And then just start adding it just like this. And I have to say, I did one layer. I let it dry a little bit, and then I did a second layer. And you really do kind of have to let it dry if you want it to get it nice and white. But you know, that works really simply. Once it dries, you'll have white pearls.
Yeah, and that's just really nice. Again, a great way to be able to change the color of your product. You could do that with the enamel dots too, although right away they are matching with the papers.
I have to say, if I had the enamel dots, I probably would have used the gold ones right away. At the time, I didn't have them. So.
So really, really beautiful. So this is the first of our sets for our week of Webisodes.
Yeah.
And
this is our first look at the spring new issues here, and they're just beautiful.
Okay, so 396 new items, and we've covered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. 390 to go. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.